You've got a cool hoodie, Lenny. You got that from the next door neighbours, didn't you?
Welcome to the middle of nowhere. We're hours drive from the nearest town.
We're in the middle of a desert.
And today's a really exciting day. We're going to the heart of Australia, to Uluru. Anyway, we're road tripping. I'm 37 weeks pregnant. We got Riley's dad here, Lenny, of course. It's a 1,500 kilometre road trip. And we've got Riley's dad's camper trailer, so we're camping along the way. It's going to be really fun. Going down to Adelaide where we'll have the baby and park up for a little bit before heading to Vietnam.
Join us for some all Aussie adventures.
I'm Elena and this is Riley. And this is our home, La Vagabond. We've been sailing around the world for the last 6 years now, and recently it's like we're seeing everything for the first time through a new set of eyes. This is our little boy Lenny. Click the subscribe button to join our voyage every Monday.
What are you doing?
This is really sad, but I'm making Vegemite sandwiches for breakfast.
That's not sad.
It's not even toast.
That's fantastic.
It's not even toast, it's just bread.
What are you up to this morning, Dad?
We're going to pack up and have a cuppa. I reckon it's a good plan.
We're going to buy one from the shop.
Oh, you want to? Okay. Yeah, I was going to do one here, but that'll be easier.
We drove to the nearest town for that cuppa Tony was after and bumped into a guy named Mark at the tourism office who turns out watches our show. He offered us a place to stay for the night, right near Uluru, which we were super grateful for because every campground for miles around here was booked out.
Big red rock.
Yeah.
Can you say Uluru?
Uluru. Well, here she is, Uluru, the artist formerly known as Ayers Rock, the heart of Australia, standing 348 metres tall with a perimeter of 9.4 kilometres. This landmark is sacred to Indigenous Australians. It's thought to have started forming around 550 million years ago. The area around the sandstone formation has an abundance of springs, waterholes, rock caves, and ancient paintings. Another UNESCO World Heritage Site we've been lucky enough to tick off our list. We've seen so many of them around the world now, but this one was pretty special.
I'm a big hot, Ma.
Oh, thanks.
I'm a big hot.
Thanks a lot.
I'm a dad.
That's our second trip out to Ayers Rock today.
Mm-hmm.
You love it?
We had to come out here to take a thumbnail photo. And I'm so glad we did because the one we took today, I wasn't too happy with.
You didn't sleep last night?
I was awake till 3 a.m. I looked at the clock, still awake, and I had nightmares for the sleep that I did have. So, not the best day.
I've had a wonderful day. Lenny's been good. Lenny's been great.
We're going to go back to our little donga. I would call it a donga. And we're going to have pizza with Mark and his lovely wife tonight to say thank you for letting us use their donga and use the shower because I really needed one.
Yeah, so we've been pushing it to the limits and predictably tempers flared today, but I would say all up we've been going okay. With the sun setting and Dad still at the pub where we dropped him off, we rounded up the crew and headed out to our donga.
Correct. And they're really spectacular.
You feeling good?
Yeah.
Feeling good.
What was that?
Feeling good.
Elena wants me to sleep on the couch.
I had the worst sleep last night. I just want this bed all to myself. And Lenny, of course.
Elena goes, oh, hey babe, think that Lenny and I could sleep on the bed and you can just sleep, I don't know, on the couch? I said, yeah, no worries.
I'm sorry.
I'm not even annoyed.
I had 1 hour sleep last night.
That's not my fault.
What kind of is? How you going, Schmidt?
Very good. Did some burpees because we've got a shower on hand. Fed Lenny some cereal. Got a pot of coffee on. Life couldn't be better. He really looks like a grubby Australian kid at the moment.
I can't keep the red dirt off him. Let me film you.
No.
So glad we bumped into Nina's and Mark. They're actually a really cool couple. Lenny, you're making so much noise.
So yeah, Mark and Nina's actually have a pretty interesting story. They're both from Sydney. Moved here. Mark used to own the camel tour place, and he at one stage went all the way across Australia on camels by himself. Him telling stories last night was like so entertaining. I've never met a proper camel dude before, and this guy is like a camel dude. But he sold that and got a bunch of Segways. We were giggling about this too, but obviously Segways are a lot less work than what a camel would be. Don't have to feed them, you just plug them in, charge them. If you're here in Uluru and you feel like doing a Segway tour, hit up Mark. I'll put his links in the description below. How do you feel about being replaced by a bunch of Segways? So I was wrong actually. Mark and Nina's actually still have their camels, but they're in Alice Springs. They moved them from here. Good morning, Nina's.
Good morning.
What a spot you've got there.
It's a good spot. It's nice in the winter sun, just soaking it up.
You want to see the camels?
Yeah. See, camels. Yeah. I see big camels.
Pat? I'm not sure. I don't know if they'll let you pat them.
I'm not going to let you get in my car if you're grubby. I'll leave you behind with the camels.
And then we were off to our next stop for the night, which would be a place with no name. Today would be our longest drive. We planned to get halfway from Uluru to Coobapedy, where we'd explore tomorrow. With no campsites around, we just veered off the highway and found a clearing.
I don't know, he's banging on about spikes and keeps walking out in front. Coming out this way. Look, and there's going to be a very precise stop in exactly the spot. Here we go. Stop. Very important that we get it right there. Thanks, Dad. Grabbing us a glass of wine, Dad.
I am, with Joanne's champagne glasses. She'll be very happy about that.
Oh, couscous definitely is quick. You can't have anything fun because there's just nuts riddled.
Honestly, the past couple of weeks couldn't have been better. From nailing hotel quarantine to surprising Riley's dad and stepmom, and now getting this road trip in before we become a family of 4. Many times on this trip, I kind of felt like crying. Pregnancy hormones may have had a little to do with it, but it was definitely because of how lucky I felt to get to experience all of it. Before we knew it, we'd be on a plane to Vietnam, and who knew when we'd be returning to Australia again. I caught myself many times on this trip just savouring the moment.
Ooh, morning.
Morning, Dad. Bet you didn't expect that.
No, neither will your viewers.
Morning, Lenny. How'd you sleep?
Yeah, good actually.
Dad?
Get out?
Yeah.
Okay. Now that's got the fire on. Should we do it?
Come on.
Okay, ready?
Pulling me back in.
So, Dad, you're a bit of a fan of Coobapedy.
Yeah, it's a very interesting place.
I wanted to make a video called Coobapedy, the worst place in the world.
Yes.
And you refused to let me do that?
I did, because I thought that might offend the mayor of Coobapedy.
Is he a mate of yours?
No, but one should never offend the mayor.
Welcome to Coobapedy, the centuries-old town smack right in the middle of South Australia, referred to as the opal capital of the world. Holy dooly, I couldn't wait to have a look around this place. Elena, we ran all the way to the cinemas, then he ran halfway back, wouldn't let me stop, and we found a boat, a sailboat on the main street.
What? How on earth did that get here?
Lenny, I don't think you should have that in here.
I think it's perfectly fine. It's not like you're going to destroy anything in this hotel room.
Ooh, don't put that in the video.
Please do. This hotel is atrocious. It smelt like fly spray when we came in here.
I want to know, who are you?
We've got an underground church, and it looks like the backpackers next door used to be a blockbuster.
Used to be what?
A blockbuster.
So kids, back before the times of the Twitters and the TikToks and the internet, there was a place called Blockbuster. Because there was no iPhone to watch the Netflix on, it was necessary to drive a car to a Blockbuster. Then people would rent a movie, and the movie was on a tape cassette and was placed inside a VHS. Families would gather around the TV and all watch the same thing, a-laughing and a-pointing. Seems strange even to me now, but that's just the way that it was.
Coober Pedy is renowned for its below-ground residences, called dugouts, which are built in this fashion due to the scorching daytime heat in summer. It can reach 47.8 degrees Celsius, which is 118 degrees Fahrenheit, and Riley says has nothing to do with the Macedonian cubit. So after a thorough scope around town, it was apparent that the main tourist attractions were the mines, the graveyard, and the underground churches. I have to admit that this town was super photogenic, so much so that the first Mad Max film was actually shot here, as well as Pitch Black and Red Planet, to name a few.
If you could spare it.
Here you go, Lenny, play in the back of this. Coober Pedy in South Australia is claiming a world record for the amount of time the local grid has been operating at 100% renewables.
Wow, 100%.
The setup at Coober Pedy includes 1 megawatt of solar, 4 megawatts of wind, 1 megawatt / 500 kilowatt hour battery. It is saving 2.1 million litres of diesel a year.
That is just fantastic, and Coober Pedy should be commended for doing it.
That's really pro Coober Pedy.
I am, after it got lambasted earlier on.
How's my cinematography skills?
That looks hilarious. I think he's taking his pants off.
Dad's doing a poo-poo over there. He's a grot, isn't he? Better trade him in and get a proper one, eh? Bloke is not a grot.
Yes, very funny pants. Come on, let's float. How you going, Lenny?
Mama, don't wee.
She is too. How's your wee, Elena?
Fabulous.
Quick.
Adelaide wasn't too far away now. We'd nearly done it. We stopped off at one of the many salt lakes we'd seen on our drive to admire the view, as this afternoon, these wide open spaces would be replaced by neighbourhoods and malls. Although Adelaide is definitely up there with the most livable cities. Third most livable city in the world, actually, as voted by the Economist Intelligence Unit's Global Livability Index for 2021. We do love coming back here once a year. There's so many parks scattered around the place, and the beaches are exceptional.
So Tony just dropped us off at the airport so we could grab our rental car. This is going to be our ride for the next while. We're going to have 2 babies in the back. Riley's dad's gone to the football to catch up with some of his family. And we're going to go check out our Airbnb and move into our house. I'm really looking forward to seeing it. It looks so beautiful online. Oi, you can't drive. Suburban life.
This is weird, huh?
Do you want to say how good your trip was with your dad?
No, what I'd like to say is how expensive everything has been. It was 15 grand to fly here, 7 for quarantine. This car I managed to get for 2, which was good because I had to research a lot because there were others out there for 7 grand for 2 months. Well, no, and then this Airbnb for 3 months. So this has been,
Blitzed.
I shudder to think what everything's going to look
We're going to be sailing Asia for the next decade, so
we're gonna,
hopefully we don't
gonna
spend
be
a
eating-
single cent.
We're going to be eating rice.
Check out this backyard. Hell yeah. What do you think, mate? This is so nice. Yeah.
Holy dooly!
Really?
Camembert.
Wow, there's a kid's room. Lenny can have his own little bed. This is your room. What do you think? It's perfect. It's got a rail on it. What the heck? Oh my, I need this after this road trip. Thank you. It's a face mask. Feet do need extra attention when pregnant. Okay, this is the funniest thing. I was just messaging my friend saying how we arrived in Adelaide and I'll have to come see you in a day or so once I've had a shower and washed all my clothes. I asked her what suburb she lives in. She said this one. I said no way. And she said what address? I said this one. She said piss off. She literally lives across the road. So it looks like I'm going to have a really good friend for the next couple of months. This is amazing. We're going to go see it.
Buddy.
Hey, buddies.
Come on.
Let's go see Caroline.
Yeah.
Oh, Caroline. This is the funniest thing. This is so weird. Well, I'm very happy. Got a friend across the road. This house is beautiful. It's going to be so nice to park up here for a couple of months, get cozy, have this baby. Yeah, and this week's going to be so much fun surprising everyone here in Adelaide. No one knows we're here yet, apart from Caroline. Anyway, I just wanted to take a quick second to say a huge thank you to Audible for sponsoring this episode. As a lot of you would know, we've been teaming up with them for years now because it is an app we use a lot of the time when we're traveling on the boat. And yeah, it's always just really fun sharing what we're listening to. I wanted to share this one with you. It's an absolute cracker. It's called On the Trail of Genghis Khan by Tim Cope.
Riding through the forgiving conditions of summer.
It's a true story of a man who travels 10,000 kilometres by horseback from Mongolia to Hungary, sometimes in negative 30 degrees Celsius, tracing the steps of Genghis Khan. For those of you who don't know who he is, he was the leader of the Mongol Empire, which at one stage was the largest empire in the world. They did some pretty gnarly stuff. I recently actually just found out through a genetics test that I'm 3% Mongolian, which it's funny because Riley had been joking for years prior to knowing this about me looking Mongolian. Yeah.
You look really Mongolian now.
Anyway, so I'm super intrigued by Mongolia. It's a country that I'd love to visit someday. And yeah, this is a really, really cool story. But if you don't think that's going to be one for you, no stress. Audible have stacks and stacks of content. If you're a member with them, you get one free audiobook per month that you can keep forever. And you also get access to their Plus catalogue, which is definitely worth mentioning. This is the place where you get access to thousands and thousands of audiobooks, podcasts, Audible originals, guided fitness and meditation programs. They have sleep tracks on there as well for those of you who struggle with sleep. You can download as many as you like and listen to them wherever you may be and on any device. So yeah, if you would like to give Audible a go, now might be your chance. You're welcome to use our code. You've just got to visit www.audible.com/SLV and they're going to give you a 30-day free trial so you can see if you like it. Also, if you're in the United States, you can actually text SLV to 500 and someone from Audible will help you get started that way. Cool guys, thank you. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh, buddy. How are you, mate?
Hey, Austin.
Did you
So you didn't know I was here?
No, Casey told me they were picking up a... I would have probably worn some better clothes than this, mate.
All right, so what's going on, Smokey?
Danny sent me a video of the pub that we're going to. We're going to surprise Grandmama, my mum. I'm just communicating with my brother about how it's all going to go down, and he's behaving like it's a heist. So he sent me a video of the front of the hotel and how to enter.
And where you're sitting.
But we're not stealing diamonds.
Conveniently enough, Lenny fell asleep.
We are parked nearby. Let me know when the eagle has landed.
This is amazing. I just got really excited. So my friends and family, well, apart from my mum in Western Australia, they don't know I'm in Australia, so I'm hoping to get the chance to go to Western Australia and do the same for all of my friends, because it's amazing. This is amazing. Oh, hello.
My God. No, this is not true. Oh my God.
Freaking out here.
I know, thank goodness.
I might just do your right arm if that's okay, only because I always just do the same arm. Okay, we'll shift.
Big baby.
That feels like his bottom. Leg there. Ooh, where is he? Are you going to have a turn? Yeah, so it doesn't feel like a head up. He has a little limb.
Yeah, I can feel it.
All the way out there. Such a beautiful belly to feel. Beautiful. I get 35 centimetres, so that's pretty spot on. Squeeze. Psh.
Yeah.
I'm going to put it here. And it's going to make a funny noise. Yeah, you hold it there. That's the baby. Happy baby.
Next week, join us as we play the waiting game for our son's arrival. We cannot wait for you to meet our little dude. Subscribe so you don't miss out on this upcoming birth video. It's a really special one. Happy birthday.